Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. All right. Well, welcome to our second annual Lee School Spelling Bee. I'm so glad everybody's here today. Glad to see our spellers here. And we're going to start off today by introducing our contestants, but let's give them a round of applause for just being here today. So for our visitors in the room, every class had, a class spelling bee or maybe several sessions of spelling bee. And so they had to kind of rise to the top of their class just to be eligible to come to the spelling bee. And so that's why they are on the stage today, well, in the APR today. So let's go through. We're going to start, or I'm just going to go in number order. But here are our spellers. So in third grade, we have Nicholas Simmons. Fifth grade, Rustin Reed. Fifth grader, Lucas Briggs. Fifth grade, Isaac Hill. Fourth grade, Tyshawn Young. Fourth grade, Anthony Holly. Fourth grade, Myron Washington. Fifth grade, Tia Webb. Third grade, Alea Wicks. Third grade, Angela Crook. Third grade, Josiah Cooper Davis. Fourth grade, Colin Lindsay. Fifth grade, Cindy Correa. Fifth grade, Caden Brake. Third grade, Alyssa Edmonds. Fourth grade, Aaron Day. Third grade, Madison Walker. Fourth grader, Aubrey Hampton. Fourth grade, Taurus Chapman. Third grade, Aviana Wright. Let's give them a big round of applause. There we go. All right, also today we have our Spelling Bee mascots, and these are perhaps future Spelling Bee contestants. These are our second graders. They were chosen for outstanding roaring behavior and just being excellent kids. So where are they? Are they behind me? Oh, there. Yeah, okay, yeah. Why don't you guys stand up and just give a little wave. We have Emma Ali Clybourne. There's Emma. Oh, yeah, come on up. That's cool. All right, there's Emma. Give the crowd a wave, Emma. There you go. We have Malachi Little. Malachi. We have Bella Adams. Oh, my goodness. And Ayanna Davis. Give them a round of applause. Very nice. Yes. All right, very good. You can have a seat. And last but not least, this is important. We have our judges. Dun, dun, dun. All right. We have Mrs. Black and Mrs. Corden. Let's give them a round of applause. All right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Awesome. All right. Oh, yeah, go ahead and scoot. All right, very good. At this time, oh, boys and girls, make sure everybody's on their bottom, okay? Make sure you crisscross applesauce. Thank you. All right. At this time, I'm going to introduce our speaker and I have her bio here if you can give me a listen for a minute here. Staff Sergeant Ashley Berriman has been in the military for 15 years. Her most memorable time in the Army was being an instructor for the Officer Candidate Program, where she assisted in training soldiers to become officers. Currently, she works in the state medical office. She tracks the medical files for approximately 10,000 active medical files for the soldiers of the Illinois Army National Guard. Her military awards include Army Commendation Medal Award, Army Achievement Medal Award, Iraq Campaign Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Armed Forces Reserve Medal, and the Combat Action Badge. In her personal life, Staff Sergeant Berriman loves spending time with her family and close friends. Staff Sergeant Berriman and her husband, Staff Sergeant Philip Berriman, live in Sherman, Illinois, and have 2 children, Lucy, 8, and Ivan, 5 months. So let's welcome our speaker.
That's right. I'm a huge fan of Dr. Seuss. Good afternoon, students, faculty, and guests. My name is Ashley Berriman. I am a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mom, and a soldier, and I like to think those jobs make me pretty important. Today I would like to speak to you about my education and why I think education is so important. But first, let me answer the question you all have on your minds. Have I been to war? Yes, I have. I actually drove a really big truck overseas. How many people are familiar with what a semi-truck is? That's what I drove overseas. Pretty funny, right? I'm really, really short, and I drove these big truck. My daughter gets a really big kick out of it. We hauled things from water to empty boxes. Why boxes? Especially empty boxes, right? Well, the reason we took empty boxes is because there were soldiers and other people that needed things to put their stuff in. Most people put their stuff in boxes, right? So we took them empty boxes. I've been in the National Guard for 15 years. I enlisted in the Guard when I was a senior in high school. The reason I joined is because I was one of 9 children. We didn't have a lot of money, and I really wanted to be the first one to get my college degree. The best part about the National Guard is that it helps pay for your college. What I didn't know then is that this degree that I wanted so badly would take me 12 years to finish. How many of you are 12 years old? How many of you are younger than 12? Can you imagine your entire life going to school in order to get a college degree? I really just wanted to be the first one in my family to accomplish it, and the cost of college wasn't going to stop me. So I went off to basic training the summer I graduated high school. I completed basic training 1 week before I started college. My first year of college was exactly what I expected. It was really, really hard and lots of homework. So I did what I could, and I studied really hard, and I stayed up really, really late, and I managed to get really good grades my first year of school. Halfway through my second year of college, my dad passed away, and I moved home. When I moved home, it became very hard to go to school. I took one class at a time for the next 10 years to get my college degree. Once I became a mom, it became a whole lot harder to work and go to school. But it was hard work and dedication that eventually paid off, and I managed to get that piece of paper 12 years later. Since I've been in the Army, I've had the opportunity to attend many Army schools. My first one was to drive a truck. After that, I got to attend leadership schools to be promoted. And promotions mean more money. So who wouldn't want to go to school to make more money, right? Yeah. Next month, I get to go to Virginia to learn more about my current job. I currently work in our medical office, and during the week in Virginia, I'll get to learn how to help our soldiers more. The most important thing to me about each class that I go to in the Army is to get the most information as I possibly can, because the information that I'm able to get will help other people once I come back to the state. Here's another interesting fact about the Army. When I look at soldiers of the same rank I am, almost half have bachelor's degrees. How many of you, when you think of soldiers, think about whether or not they've been to college? I'm impressed, because that's the last thing my daughter ever thought about. More than half of the soldiers here in Illinois have bachelor's degrees. We have almost 10,000 soldiers in the Illinois Army National Guard, and I thought it was really, really impressive when I looked it up. The other thing to remember is that in Illinois, we have soldiers that are doctors and lawyers, and that takes lots and lots of education. Now, back to Dr. Seuss. Who enjoys reading? More importantly, who does not enjoy reading? So for those of you who just raised your hand, did you know that you can go anywhere in a book? If you want to travel, can you find a book about that one place you want to go to? What if you want to be a scientist? Do you think you can find books about other scientists and other science experiments that have been done? What about a veterinarian? How many of you want to be a veterinarian? Do you think you can find books about animals to help pave your way to be a veterinarian? So, the more you read, the more things you will know. The more you learn, the more places you will go. I know that we all have subjects that we really don't care for. I have one. My daughter has the same one. Math. Who likes math? Who doesn't like math? Here's a quote from my 8-year-old daughter, Lucy. Mom, I hate math. The more math I do, the more mad I get. The more mad I get, the more I hate math. Does this sound familiar to anyone? I tell her if we don't like it, it's because we don't understand it. And this means we have to do it more. So every day we do math because practice makes us better and it helps us understand. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Practice the subjects that you don't like. I want to take a moment to congratulate all of you for getting into the spelling bee. I know it took lots of hard work, and I also want to wish you all the best of luck. In closing, I would like to leave you with one last quote by Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Thank you.
All right, now it's time to go over the spelling bee rules. In competition, after the announcer gives the speller a word, the speller will be encouraged to say the word out loud before spelling it and after spelling it. If a speller forgets to say the word before or after, the judge may not disqualify the speller. However, pronouncing the word helps in 2 ways. Number 1, the announcer will know that the speller has heard the word correctly if he or she pronounces it before beginning to spell it. And number 2, saying the word after spelling it will let the judges know that the speller has finished. The words will be used in a sentence to clarify its meaning. The speller may ask the announcer to say the word again and repeat the sentence. The announcer shall grant all such requests until the judges agree that the word has been made reasonably clear to the contestant. Judges may disqualify the speller who ignores a request to start spelling. Having started to spell a word, a speller may stop and start over, retracing the spelling from the beginning. But in retracing, there can be no change of letters or their sequence from those first pronounced. If any letters or their sequence are changed in the respelling, the speller will be eliminated. There will not be an official time limit for each word in the spelling bee. However, if the announcer or judge feels that a participant is repeatedly taking too much time to spell each word, they will be reminded to speed up their responses. If this request is ignored, they may be eliminated. The contest shall be conducted in rounds. Each speller remaining in the spelling bee at the start of a round shall spell one word in the round. Spellers selected numbers prior to the competition to determine their spelling order for the entire spelling bee. If a word has one or more homonyms like bear, the animal, and bear, the announcer will indicate which word is to be spelled. If the listed word is not properly identified, either by defining it or using it in a sentence, any correct spelling of any homonym of the word will be accepted per judge's decision. Judges are in complete control of the competition. Their decisions are final. Spelling bees are like sporting events in which referees call the plays as they see them. Players don't always agree with the decisions or like them, but accepts them as part of good sportsmanship. Contestants must speak clearly and loudly. The judge's decision is final in determining the correctness of the spelling, which may be misunderstood if not spoken clearly. Upon incorrectly spelling a word, the speller immediately drops out and you may go sit with your class. We will also hold our applause until, like if someone gets out, then you can clap for them. Otherwise, hold off on applause, okay, until the end. When a word is misspelled, the announcer will say, "That is incorrect," then correctly spell the word for the contestant and give the next word to the next speller. No talking will be allowed among contestants or between contestants and members of the audience. If a contestant receives assistance from anyone in the audience, he or she will be disqualified. The most important rule of all is to have fun and relax, whether you are a participant or a spectator. So let's begin our Lee Elementary Spelling Bee. Go ahead and stand up. And we are going to do our practice round. So if they misspell at any point, they are not eliminated. It's just for practice. We're going to start with 3-letter words. Nicholas, go ahead and go to the microphone. Over there. Your word is big. The big dog was barking all night. Big.
Big. B-I-G. Big.
That is correct. And then you would go to the end of the line and number 2 goes up. Your word is cat. The cat was in the windowsill. Cat.
Cat. C-A-T. Cat.
You are correct. Your word is fat. The fat turkey would be extra good to eat. Fat.
Fat. F-A-T. Fat.
You are correct. Your word is men. The men were walking to their meeting. Men.
Men.
Go ahead and lift the mic up.
Men. M-E-N. Men.
You are correct. Your word is fan. I had to turn the fan on because it got very hot. Fan.
Fan. F-A-N. Fan.
Yes. Your word is tan. In the summer, I like to swim and get very tan.
Tan. T-A-N.
That is correct. Your word is sit. Do you like to sit under the willow tree? Sit.
Sit. S-I-T. Sit.
That is correct. Your word is pen. I like to draw with a black pen.
Pen. P-E-N. Pen.
That's correct. Your word is red. Red is one of my favorite colors. Red.
Red. R-E-D. Red.
That is correct. Your word is hop. The bunny likes to hop to her mom.
Hop. H-O-P. Hop.
That is correct. Your word is leg. I fell down the stairs and hurt my leg.
Leg. L-E-G. Leg.
That's correct. Your word is 10. I like to count to 10 at school. 10.
10. T-E-N.
That is correct. Your word is dig. Do you like to dig in the dirt?
Dig. D-I-G. Dig.
That is correct. Your word is set. Would you help me set the table?
Set. S-E-T. Set.
That's correct. Your word is pan. I like to cook with a frying pan.
Pan. P-A-N. Pan.
That is correct. Your word is win. Everyone likes the chance to win a game. Win.
Win. W-I-N. Win.
That is correct. Your word is den. Do not go in the lion's den.
D-E-N. Den.
That is correct. Your word is fox. There was a fox outside in the woods. Fox. That is correct. Your word is mop. Please clean up the mess with a mop.
Mop. M-O-P. Mop.
That is correct. Your word is top. You need to put on a clean top. Top.
Top. T-O-P.
That is correct. And the last one, your word is dad. Have you seen my dad?
Dad. D-A-D.
That is correct. All right, now we begin our official spelling bee. So, yeah, go ahead.
Round 1, 4-letter words. Your word is tree. I love to climb the tree in my backyard. Tree.
Tree. T-H-R-E-E.
That is incorrect. T-R-E-E. Tree. Your word is ship. The ship sailed out to sea. Ship.
Ship. S-H-I-P. Ship.
That is correct. Your word is name. I heard the most beautiful baby name yesterday. Name.
Name. N-A-M-E. Name.
That is correct. Ears. The puppy had the cutest ears.
Ears. E-A-R-S. Ears.
That is correct. Room. There was plenty of room at the concert. Room.
Room. R-O-O-M. Room.
That is correct. Your word is case. The case was closed after the detective solved the clue. Case.
Case. C-A-S-E. Case.
That is correct. Your word is meal. My mom made the most delicious meal. Meal.
Meal. M-E-A-L. Meal.
That is correct. Your word is rang. The cell phone rang over and over again during the concert. Rang.
Rang or ring?
Rang.
All right. Rang. R-A-N-G. Rang.
That is correct. Your word is tile. We love the new tile on our kitchen floor. Tile.
Tile. T-I-L-E. Tile.
That is correct. Your word is lost. The kitten was lost and all were worried. Lost.
Lost. L-O-S-T. Lost.
That is correct. Nest. The bird laid eggs in the nest. Nest.
Nest. N-E-S-T. Nest.
That is correct. Your word is tiny. The little girl looked so tiny among other students. Tiny.
Tiny. T-I-N-Y. Tiny.
That is correct. Your word is need. I need you to listen to me. Need.
N-E-E-D. Need.
That is correct. Your word is shell. The turtle had the most beautiful shell I had ever seen. Shell.
Shell. Can I begin? Shell. S-H-E-L-L. Shell.
That is correct. Your word is wash. I threw my stuff in the wash and forgot to throw it in the dryer. Wash.
Wash. W-A-S-H. Wash.
Your word is chew. I told my sister to chew softly because it was annoying. Chew.
Chew. C-H-E-W. Chew.
That is correct. Your word is soap. Make sure you use soap on your hands. Soap.
S-O-A-P. Soap.
That is correct. Your word is nose. The boy had a bloody nose after the ball hit him in the face. Nose.
Nose. N-O-S-E.
That is correct. Your word is tusk. The elephant had a long tusk.
Tusk. Tusk. T-U-S-K. Tusk.
That is correct. Your word is road. The road seemed endless, like it would never stop. Road.
Road. R-O-A-D.
That is correct. Oven. I put the turkey in the oven an hour ago. Oven.
Oven. O-V-E-N. Oven.
That is correct. Round 2, 5-letter words. Your word is start. I could not wait to start the spelling bee. Start.
Start. S-T-A-O-T. Start.
That is correct. Your word is first. I was in first to start the race. First.
First. F-I-R-S-T. First.
That is correct. Your word is picky. They always said I was a picky eater. Picky.
Picky. P-I-C-K-Y. Picky.
That is correct. Your word is claws. The claws on the eagle were humongous. Claws.
Claws. C-L-A-U-S-E. Claws.
Claws. C-L-A-W-S. Your word is great. It was a great show last night. Great.
Great. G-R-E-A-T. Great.
That is correct. Your word is stage. The stage was set for the spelling bee contestants. Stage.
Stage. S-T-A-G-E. Stage.
Correct. Your word is paint. I love to paint pictures of the sunset. Paint.
Paint. P-A-I-N-T. Paint.
That is correct. Your word is might. I love my puppy with all my might. Might.
Might. M-I-G-H-T. Might.
That is correct. Your word is nifty. I thought it was pretty nifty that I was invited to the ball. Nifty.
Nifty. Nifty. N-I-F-E.
That is incorrect. N-I-F-T-Y. Nifty. Your word is mayor. Someday I want to be mayor of Springfield. Mayor.
Mayor. M-A-Y-O-R. Mayor.
That is correct. Your word is feast. They had a feast that would feed 100 people. Feast.
Feast. F-E-A-S-T. Feast.
That is correct. Your word is porch. I love to drink tea and sit on my front porch. Porch.
Porch. P-R-O-U-C-H.
That is incorrect. P-O-R-C-H. Porch. Your word is smirk. She had a smirk on her face that screamed she was angry. Smirk.
Smirk. S-M-I-R-K. Smirk.
That is correct. Your word is twine. The rope was made of twine. Twine.
Twine. T-W-I-N-E. Twine.
That is correct. Your word is linen. I had to change the bed linen for new guests. Linen.
Lemon. L-E-M-O-N. Lemon.
Incorrect. Linen. L-I-N-E-N. Your word is inlet. I swam to the inlet and got out to rest. Inlet.
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 IN LIT. Inlet.
Incorrect. INLET. Inlet. Your word is gourd. In the fall, I put a pumpkin and a gourd on my front porch. Gourd. 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 Your word is onion. When I chop an onion, it makes me cry. Onion.
Onion. ONION. Onion.
That is correct. Your word is veins. Our bodies have veins to circulate our blood. Veins.
Veins. FEAN.
Veins. 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 Your word is young. The young actress did a phenomenal job at the show. Young.
Young. YOUGE. Young.
Incorrect. Young. 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 Your word is algae. When I look in the river, I saw algae on the rocks. Oh, sorry. Round 3, 6-letter words. Your word is lotion. My skin was dry, so I put on some lotion. Lotion.
Lotion. LOTION. Lotion.
That is correct. Your word is trance. The music had me in a trance. Trance.
Trance. TRANCE. Trance.
That is correct. Your word is studio. I loved going to the studio and making music. Studio.
Studio. STUDIO. Studio.
That is correct. Your word is sturdy. The shelf was extra sturdy, so I knew it would hold my toys. Sturdy.
Sturdy. STIRDY. Sturdy.
Sturdy. STURDY. Sturdy. Your word is curved. The road curved sharply to the left. Curved. Curved.
Curved. CURVED. Curved.
That is correct. Hooves. The horse's hooves were strong.
Hooves. HOOVES. Hooves.
That is correct. Your word is merely. I merely was trying to bring joy to the staff and students. Merely.
Nearly. NEARLY. Nearly.
Merely. MERELY. Your word is clause. There was a clause in the contract that forbid it from happening. Clause. Clause.
Clause. CLAUSE. Clause.
That is correct. Your word is bronze. I was the third place contestant, so I got a bronze medal. Bronze.
Bronze. BRONZE.
bronze, bronze.
That is correct. Your word is temper. Her temper was her biggest flaw and she needed to contain it. Temper.
Temper. Temper. Temper.
That is correct. Your word is hungry. My belly was growling because I was so hungry. Hungry.
Hungry. Hungry. Hungry.
That is correct. Your word is riddle. The riddle was a fun one to try and solve. Riddle.
Riddle. Riddle. Riddle.
Round 4, 7-letter words. Your word is forward. They marched forward and we felt excited. Forward.
Fold. FOOWAOD. Fold.
That is correct. Your word is subject. My favorite subject is writing.
Subject. SUBJECT.
That is correct. Your word is hitched. Sometimes when people get married, they say they got hitched. Hitched.
Hitched. HITCHED. Hitched.
That is correct. Lodging. Your word is lodging. The lodging was wonderful and made me feel at home. Lodging.
Lodging. LODGING. Lodging.
That is correct. Your word is balance.
Balance.
I lost my balance and fell into a puddle. Balance.
Balance. BLANCE. Balance.
That is incorrect. BALANCE. Balance. Your word is promote. I want to promote great teeth brushing regiment. Promote.
Promote. PROMOTE.
That is correct. Your word is vinegar. Your feet smell like vinegar. Vinegar.
Vinegar. VINGER. Vinegar.
That is incorrect. Vinegar. 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 Your word is gravely. The soldier nodded gravely at the funeral. Gravely.
Gravely. GRAVELY. Gravely.
That is correct. Your word is lantern. I used a lantern in the woods to find my way back. Lantern.
Lantern. LANTERN. Lantern.
That is correct. Your word is observe. I had to observe a student in my classroom. Observe.
Observe. OBVERSE. Observe.
That is incorrect. OBSERVE. Observe. Round 5, 8-letter words. Your word is specific. Would you be more specific, please?
Specific. SPECIFIC. Specific.
That is correct. Your word is priority. You are my priority, and I will make sure to get the job done. Priority.
Priority. PRIORTY. Priority.
Incorrect. Priority. PRIORITY. Your word is delicate. The brand new baby was delicate, and we had to hold her carefully.
Delicate.
Delic-
D-E-L. I-C-A-T-E.
That is correct. Your word is dandruff. If you have a dry scalp, you will most likely have dandruff. Dandruff.
Dandruff. DANDRUFF.
That is
Dandruff.
correct. Your word is innocent. You are always innocent until proven guilty. Innocent.
Innocent. INNCONNENT.
Innocent. 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 Your word is peculiar. They always said I had a peculiar way about me. Peculiar.
Peculiar. P-E-C-U-L. Can I start it all over again? P-E-C-U-L. Okay. P-E-C-U-L-I-A-R. Peculiar.
That is correct. Your word is vertical. The opposite of horizontal is vertical. Vertical.
Vertical. VERTICAL. Vertical.
That is correct.
Now you just go straight through challenge words. There's no rounds.
Just keep on this page.
on
Just a second. Okay.
Yeah, we go to challenge words. So what are those challenge words?
Got it. We are now on challenge words. Your word is melodramatic. He was feeling melodramatic about the whole thing. Melodramatic.
Melodramatic. M-E-L-O-D-R-A-M. A-T-I-C. Melodramatic.
That is correct. Your word is superlative. He was beginning to doubt his superlative detecting skills when it dawned on him that she might be using a maiden name. Superlative.
S-U-P-L-E-R-L-I-T-I-V. Superlative.
Superlative. S-U-P-E-R-L-A-T-I-V-E. Superlative. Your word is cumulus. The clouds in the sky were cumulus clouds today. Cumulus.
Cumulus. Q-U-M-E. U. L-I-S. Cumulus.
Cumulus. C-U-M-U-L-U-S. Cumulus. Your word is pomposity. The pomposity and arrogance about him was enough to fill the air with negative energy for a year. Pomposity.
Can I get the definition, please?
Pomposity.
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 Here, I can do it real clear. I'm sorry.
Pomposity. The pomposity and arrogance about him was enough to fill the air with negative energy for a year. So sometimes people say they're pompous. Pomposity.
Pomposity.
Pomposity or pomposity? Pom. P. O. P-O-M. P. That's continuous of the word, the first part. P-O-M. P. O. S. E. Wait, no. I. T. E. Pomposity.
Pomposity. Pomposity. Pomposity.
He started the round, so he needs his word.
Okay.
And then we're good.
Your word is tapioca. My favorite type of pudding to eat is tapioca. Tapioca.
Tapioca. T-A-P-I-C-O-K-A.
That is incorrect. Tapioca. Tapioca.
Okay, so we're going to have Cindy come back up. And then for second place, but this is our first place winner. Rustin Reed gets to be the first place winner because congratulations. So go ahead and stand to the side. Now we're going to see who's in second place because in the round they both missed their words, so they get a try for second place. Oh yeah. Can I see your list? Sorry. Okay. So this is for second place. All right. Your word is prowess. His prowess was honored at the reward ceremony. Prowess.
P. R. O. L. E. S-T. Prowess. Incorrect.
That is incorrect. Let's see if Rustin has, sorry, Caden has the next one. All right. Your word is vigorously. She vigorously trained for the title of Biggest Loser. Vigorously.
Vigorously. V-I-G-E-R-O-U-S-L-Y. Vigorously.
All right, we're back in it. Cindy, go ahead. Your word is escarpment. Escarpment. The escarpment was enormous, and I didn't want to fall down that huge distance to my death. Escarpment.
E. S. C. A. R. M. E-N-T. Escarpment. Incorrect.
All right, Caden. Your word is evaporation. We studied the process of evaporation in our science class today. Evaporation.
Evaporation. EVAPORATION. Evaporation.
That is correct. We have our second and third place winners. If you could come forward, first place and second place and third. Come on up.